One of these mixes sounds like a finished pro-level record, the other sounds like a decent demo. Both were done entirely in the box, and the only difference, the console plugin I used. I've talked about this on this channel before, and I'm back today because I am trying SSL's own version of their channel strip plugin and putting it against the one from Waves. They're both great, but one of these especially transforms a heavy track into a radio-ready mix, and I'm going to show you them side by side so you can see. Also, hang around till the end of this, and I'm going to show you that hidden pro mix trick where I didn't have to turn a single knob to make this track. And just a quick second here, for those of you who aren't already used to using channel strips on all or most of your tracks, in the days before recording on a computer, you took your mic or whatever instrument you were playing through and plugged it into a console or mixing desk. On great consoles like the SSL ones, of course each track had EQ and compression built into it, but they were also known for coloring the sound in a certain way, even if you were going in without affecting it at all. And that influence that the consoles had on the sound became highly sought after and are the sound of many hit records that you've heard through the decades. With the DAW on a computer, there is no coloring of that sound. You plug directly into the interface, which is meant to be transparent, and whatever mic or recording instrument you've got, exactly the sound coming out is what's getting put on the computer. You might think that that pure uncolored sound is better, but it almost always ends up just creating mush. Too many instruments with too many shared frequencies and so on. So the best way to get that console color back is with a basic plugin, and my favorite consoles to emulate are the ones you've heard on hit records for decades from Solid State Logic. The SSL 4000 is famous for that punchy, warm sound, especially in drums and rock mixes. This plugin from Waves that I'm using in the Shootout today is based on this, and it's been my go-to channel strip for, over a decade now. The SSL 9000, introduced later, is cleaner, wider, more open, perfect for modern productions and heavier styles. The plugin for this one is from the people who make the actual console, and I'm wondering if it's going to impress me enough to switch. Let's take that mini piece of music I did in the intro and do some side-by-side segments to compare. I have to say that the 9000 definitely hits harder and has a fuller overall range for a heavy song like this. You can hear it really well if we loop this 2-measure segment. So I hope whatever you are listening on, you can hear that as clearly as I was able to. For this type of song, the 9000 bass plugin is just better. I would still reach for the 4000 based one from Waves on more classic rock, blues rock, and other less heavy style tracks, but for this heavy stuff, now, I promised you I would show you how I didn't turn a single knob making this track with these plugins. That's because I did this all with basic presets included with each of them. Both plugins have a bunch of presets from professional producers and mix engineers, and they are fantastic for getting the job done. It kind of feels like cheating. And on Recording for the Rest of Us, I talk about which ones to use and go into stuff like this all the time, what tools actually matter, how to improve your recordings, and how to get pro results from a home studio. It's still free for a limited time, so come join us for tutorials, discussions, and gear breakdowns just like this one. So which plugin sounded better to you? Drop a comment and tell me which console you'd use on your mix and what genre you're working in, and until next time, friends, keep making great music.